You open your eyes. The air is so incredibly cold it burns your lungs like inhaled glass. You're standing in a frozen, desolate tundra. You reach for your phone, no signal. Suddenly, the ground vibrates, and a terrifying, bone-rattling roar echoes through the blinding snow. You haven't just been stranded in the wilderness. You've been thrown 20,000 years into the past. Welcome to the peak of the last glacial maximum, the Ice Age. You have exactly 3 hours before hypothermia shuts down your organs. And if the cold doesn't kill you, 2-ton apex predators hunting in the blizzard definitely will. This is your ultimate step-by-step guide to surviving the deadliest era in human history. Part 1. The first 3 hours. Defeating the invisible killer right now, you are totally out of your element. Your modern winter coat might keep you alive for a couple of hours, but as the sun dips below the horizon, temperatures are going to plummet to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind chill will slice right through your synthetic fabrics. Your number one enemy right now isn't a dinosaur, those are long gone, and it isn't a saber-toothed cat. It's your own dropping core body temperature. You need shelter immediately. Your modern brain sees a massive, dark cave entrance in the distance. It looks like the perfect refuge. Do not go in there. I repeat, stay away from the cave. Why? Because it's highly likely already occupied by an Arctidus simus, the giant short-faced bear. Standing up to 12 feet tall and weighing over 2,000 pounds, it is one of the largest mammalian carnivores to ever walk the earth. And it does not like roommates. Instead, you need to build a debris hut. Find a natural windbreak, a fallen tree or a rocky overhang, and pile up as many dry pine branches, leaves, and moss as your freezing hands can gather. Make the inside small. The smaller the space, the faster your own body heat can warm it up. But a hut isn't enough. You need the one technology that separates you from the beasts: fire. Without a lighter or matches, you are going to have to rely on friction. Forget rubbing 2 random sticks together. You need a bow drill. Find a piece of dry, dead softwood for the hearthboard, a harder stick for the spindle, and use your shoelaces to create the bow. It's going to take brutal, exhausting physical labor. Your hands will blister, your arms will scream, but when you finally see that tiny, fragile wisp of smoke, feed it with dry moss, breathe life into it. That flame is your only shield against the long, terrifying prehistoric night. Part 2. The first 24 hours. Welcome to the megafauna food chain. Congratulations, you survived the night. But you wake up severely dehydrated. You need water, but every river and lake is locked under feet of solid ice. Eating snow is a rookie mistake. It will rapidly drop your core temperature and speed up hypothermia. Instead, you need to use your fire to melt the ice. But as you step outside your shelter to gather frozen snow, you realize something chilling. You are being watched. In the 21st century, humans are the undisputed masters of the planet. Here, in the Pleistocene epoch, you are nothing but soft, slow-moving prey. You are at the absolute bottom of the megafauna food chain. A twig snaps behind you. If it's a dire wolf, you might have a slight chance if you climb a tree. But what if it's Smilodon fatalis, the saber-toothed tiger? Equipped with 7-inch serrated canine teeth designed to rip the throats out of mammoths, this ambush predator is a ghost in the snow. Here is your survival protocol. Never walk quietly. The worst thing you can do is surprise an Ice Age predator. Hit rocks together, carry a burning branch from your fire at all times, and make yourself look as large and unnatural as possible. You need to trick their primitive brains into thinking you are a threat, not a snack. Furthermore, you must mask your scent. Rub pine needles, mud, and ash from your fire all over your clothes. In this world, smelling like a human is a death sentence. Part 3. The first week, the brutal reality of the paleo diet. By day 3, the hunger kicks in. It's a gnawing, agonizing pain in your stomach. You might think it's time to craft a spear and go hunt a woolly mammoth. Forget it. You are not a skilled Ice Age hunter. Throwing a sharpened stick at a 6-ton mammoth will only make it angry enough to trample you into a red paste. Your reality is scavenging. You are going to eat what the big predators leave behind. But raw meat is dangerous, and finding a fresh kill is rare. So, what is your actual paleo diet? It's digging through the freezing dirt for frozen tubers and roots. It's flipping over rocks to eat grubs and insects for protein. If you are lucky enough to find a carcass that the wolves have abandoned, don't go for the meat. It's likely rotten or frozen solid. Grab a heavy stone and smash the largest bones. You are after the bone marrow. It is packed with calories, fat, and the pure energy your body desperately needs to keep shivering. To survive the coming weeks, you need better tools. You need to learn flint knapping, the art of striking stones together to create razor-sharp edges. A good piece of obsidian or flint shaped into a hand axe will be your knife, your weapon, and your key to processing animal skins for warmer clothing. Because your modern winter coat, it's already tearing apart. Part 4. The human element, friend or foe. Weeks bleed into one another. You are surviving, but just barely. You're shivering, starving, covered in animal, hides you awkwardly scraped clean with a sharp rock. You are losing your mind to the isolation. And then, as you're tracking a frozen riverbed, you see it. A thin, gray pillar of smoke rising above the distant tree line. You aren't alone. You cautiously approach the clearing, hiding behind a massive snow-covered boulder. There, huddled around a roaring fire, is a group of humans. But they don't look exactly like you. They are robust, shorter, with heavy brow ridges and incredibly thick muscles. You've just stumbled upon a tribe of Neanderthals. Suddenly, a twig snaps under your foot. They spin around. Instantly, bone-tipped spears are raised. The tension is thick enough to cut with a flint knife. Slowly step out, raising your empty hands. Now, here is where your modern ego takes a massive hit. You want to prove you're an advanced, highly intelligent being from the future. You instinctively reach into your pocket, pull out your iPhone, and try to explain the concept of the internet, satellites, and global communication to a group of Ice Age hunters. Except your battery died 3 weeks ago because it was too cold, there are no cell towers, and right now, to a group of apex prehistoric survivalists, just look like a freezing lunatic screaming at a shiny black rock. They don't care about your technology. They care about survival. To avoid getting a spear through your chest, you have to prove your worth immediately. You can't out-hunt them, and you certainly can't out-wrestle them. But you know something they don't. You slowly walk toward a puddle of stagnant, muddy melted snow that a child is about to drink from. You wave your hands, stopping them. You know, germ theory. You use exaggerated hand gestures to show them how to drop red-hot rocks from the fire into a hollowed-out log filled with that water, boiling it instantly. You then grab some sticks and vines, and using knowledge you vaguely remember from a random YouTube video you watched at 2 a.m., you set up a simple but highly effective deadfall trap. You show them a new way to secure calories without risking their lives against a mammoth. Slowly, the leader lowers his spear. He gestures toward the fire. You sit down, the warmth washing over your exhausted body. You are accepted into the tribe. You have a family again. The Ice Age wasn't just a period of freezing temperatures and terrifying monsters. It was this ultimate crucible of human evolution. It forced our ancestors to adapt, to invent, and to cooperate against impossible odds. If you were actually thrown back in time 20,000 years, all your modern conveniences, your money, and your status would be completely useless. But the human brain, your ability to learn, adapt, and build a community, is the greatest survival tool ever created. So, here is the real question for you. If you knew you were being sent back to the peak of the last glacial maximum, and you could only bring exactly one modern item with you, what would it be? Let me know your ultimate survival item in the comments below. If you survived this prehistoric journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more deep dives into Earth's most dangerous eras. Stay warm out there, and I'll see you in the next one.